Clayton, I was watching a documentary last night and it said 2 middle fingers down is a symbol of the Church of Satan. If that's true, then surely Haley doesn't want the symbol in front of a picture you just posted. I haven't verified this, but I'll try to do so now. Just looking out for you. Okay, so the thumb would be over and under the 2 fingers. Still though, that is the I love you sign in ASL, her first language. ASL is American Sign Language. Welcome everybody, I am your host Wonderstruck Guy, and it is fantastic to have you here. It is a grand day, night, or whatever time of the day it may be for you. I don't know. This could be in any time in the future, and that's the crazy part about it. I can't see you, but gosh dang, I can say you're looking mighty cool today. Today we're going to be covering r/InsaneParents because for some reason I just can't get enough of this subreddit. I know I've covered it a lot in the past, few weeks, but I just really like tearing into it. So I'm not going to waste y'all's time on a super long intro. Just going to say, if you want to hang out afterwards, definitely check out the Twitch and the Discord down below. It'll be absolutely cool to hang out with you there. And without further ado, let's get into it, you beautiful people. It's not my fault for being sick. You are not understanding the far-reaching effects of testing unnecessarily and then coming back positive with symptoms and everyone else, which is the reason you should not have gone back and into this situation in the first place. You are not sick. It is not my fault, and there's a global pandemic and I could have it. That is true. There is a pretty big chance that they could have it. It's statistically accurate. Quit overreacting and twisting the logic of what I am trying to tell you. They're not trying to twist anything. They're just trying to be upfront and real with you, G. They're just like, hey, there is a pandemic going on. I'm showing symptoms. I potentially could have it. Like, oh, you're overreacting. It couldn't happen to us mentality is what causes a lot of bad issues.
My mom, when the dog is cute, this is our dog. But my mom, when the dog goes to the vet with a high chance of dying and expensive vet bills, this is your dog.
This applies to all kinds of things. When the dog takes a fat shit on the floor, when the dog throws up, when the dog f***s the neighbor, it's just a whole big issue. After years of being anti-vax due to my paranoia, I am medicated and stable, and my children are getting up to date on their vaccinations. Well, you know what? This is a perfect example of a Sith Lord crossing over to the Jedi. Bravo on you, poor kids. Yeah, poor those stupid kids who are now gonna have a future and are gonna get to breathe air like normal people. Yeah, I feel so bad for them. In the end, all that really counts is relationships with other people. No matter how successful you are, if your kids hate you, you failed. This is straight up wrong. If your kids like you, you failed. It is part of your job as a parent to make them hate you. No, it is not. You will do things that will make them hate you because you love them. It's not about you, it's about making sure they live a productive life. Yeah, and getting them to hate you is not one of them. Like, oh, hey little Johnny, I'm going to smash all your electronics because you stayed up past 5. Don't worry, in the long run it's gonna pan out because you'll never miss a day of work. Please help me get my snake back. I'm a little calm with my voice despite that being screaming. My mom stole my snake while I was out of town and sold her on Facebook. Please, I will buy her back from you. I will do anything to get her back. Please, I'm completely devastated. Why would you take anyone's pet and sell it without permission? That's literally the most demonic thing you can do as a parent. If someone came and took my dog and gave it away, I would hunt them down John Wick style. Like, do not test me and my loyalty to James. Not true. A child has fundamental human rights as well. Okay, right. The fundamental right for me to whoop their ass if they get out of line. Stop babying your damn kid. That's why they grow up so damn bad. I, have met a lot of people who have grown up, fairly well from them not getting physically assaulted on the daily. So I don't know. I don't really know how those statistic works, but I am gonna say that beating the shit out of your kids is not necessarily a good way of parenting. My mom never apologizes. She just suddenly starts acting nice to me. Yeah, this also just doesn't just apply to parents. Like, some people, if they don't want to be upfront and admit that they've done something wrong, they'll just start doing nice things and hope that, like, oh, it's just water under the bridge now. Like, no, it hurts. It still hurts when you don't apologize for these things. So yes, if you feel you've done something wrong to somebody, don't go out and buy them a tray of cookies. Apologize. Just be a good person and apologize. That's all you gotta do. But that makes me feel uncomfortable. Well, how do you think it made them feel to a point where you hurt their feelings? Not any better, I can guarantee.
Parents, tell us your problems. We're your parents.
Kid tells them their problems. Parents.
You are truly the lowest scum in history.
Please help. We have a friend whose 14-year-old daughter's having a psychotic break. She doesn't recognize her mom. What oils? There are no oils for this. Get her to a doctor or a trained psychiatric professional and leave your stupid agave oil at home because this person is in need of assistance. Is that so hard to comprehend? Come on now. You're grown people. Let's take our head out of Disneyland and let's start saving our kids. So I'm 17 and moving out in 3 months, and my mom broke my phone because I stayed up 5 minutes past 10 p.m. I had to go out and buy a new phone from my savings. I'm going to absolutely lose my shit. Like I said, what the hell is this gonna teach anybody? It's just gonna make your kids despise you. But Christmas, I want a dragon.
Be realistic for Santa.
For my mom to stop yelling at me for things I can't control.
What color dragon do you want?
A red one. It's so damn sad.
But relatable for a lot of people, I imagine. Time to dive in an area that I hate to dive into.
I wouldn't recommend you marrying these educated women with these degrees. They don't make for good wives and mothers.
That is
Bullshit.
Nothing's more critical or urgent than a father teaching his little girl at the business end of his belt that masculine ambition women will not be tolerated. If your little girl so much as looks cross-eyed out of college campus, you need to break her will and keep breaking it until she understands that you will not be disrespected.
I've been saying this for decades. Only thing worse than dating toddlers with their degrees is marrying a toddler than letting her pursue a degree during your marriage. Who's gonna cook the dinner and who's gonna walk the doggy dog?
This is the most boomer ass shit I've ever heard. Do your own laundry, do your own dishes, stop being a bitch.
Where can I submit my invoice to get my teacher pay since I am now teaching at home? Okay, how do we respond to this in a professional manner without just blatantly saying you're stupid? Hi Ryan, you don't pay parents, guardians for virtual learning. Teachers will still be providing lessons to those learning at home, but if you're interested in being paid for education and would like to see all the challenges teachers face during the pandemic, please consider being a sub for us. The pandemic has made it very challenging to attract subs because, most people don't want to face the challenges teachers currently face, aka get wrecked. Teen exhales. Every insane parent. I'm all alone at the hospital with my 2-year-old son. I was delaying vaccinating, and about a year ago I stopped all vax. Well, long story short, he has had a fever for 6 days. Tonight these nurses are making me feel like the worst parent ever, and I'm the reason my child is sick. They took an x-ray and he's got pneumonia in both lungs. The doctor told me that because I'm not vaccinating my child, that's why he's sick. I'm feeling defeated right now. I know I'm right for keeping him safe, but am I? I'm confused. I just want my baby to be safe, and I don't see how loading his tiny body with poisons will keep him from being ill.
Well, because it's not poison, it's gonna help your child develop an immunity. You fucking idiot. Your child now has Titanic lungs, and you're just like, oh man, could I have prevented this? One simple answer, yes.
As a mark of respect, please refrain from climbing this memorial.
And these parents just like, you know what, screw it, why not? My kids, they can play wherever they want. God damn, no respect these days. As boomer as that sounds, it's true.
You do album covers, right? My daughter, who's 13, has a band, and I want to surprise her for her birthday. Could you do that?
Absolutely.
What sort of work would you like done? Depending on how complex it is, it'll probably take 1 to 2 hours to do, so my rate is $25 per hour if that's okay with you. I'll only be doing $10 per hour. Flat rate, half before and half after. Well, do we have a deal or what?
Apologies, my prices are not negotiable.
I can spend no longer than 1 hour on it if you prefer a low-cost alternative.
You're making this hard for me, man. 15 final offer. I can upfront if you want.
No, sorry. $25 per hour, nothing at all.
Well, great, buddy. She's crying now.
How does it feel? You just made a child cry so you could have 10 measly bucks extra. I hope you feel ashamed of yourself. Her birthday is ruined. Congrats, pal.
Man, I forgot the part where I actually cared. I took myself to get vaccinated now that I'm 18. The struggles of having an anti-vax parents. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause because they did it. They survived round 18. How I feel knowing that I didn't inject my kid with toxic crap today. Oh wow, it's almost like you're in a fantasy world.
Only message you'll ever be able to get from me. You said believe what you want to believe about this individual, so believe what you want to believe about mom speaking for me. And the last message was nasty. If you ever wanted a chance of me coming back, you've lost it. Insulting your own child when you want them back is the most smart thing to do.
F off, you selfish little prick.
Let's be clear.
You're dead to me. Yeah, I'm sure that didn't feel good to hear.
So my bad mom moment today took a turn to the dark side. My son, whose 15th birthday is this weekend, told me he thinks he has borderline arachnophobia. Definitely should not have told me this. Well, my twisted little mind was having too much fun. God damn it, you're a grown adult. Stop talking like an anime protagonist. And now he will have a giant black spider on his Oreo cake. Surprise, spiders inside his gift and probably some extra decorations for his party. I know I'm a mean mom, but you can't tell me something like this and not to expect me to have a little fun with it. Hashtag boy mom, hashtag bad mom. Happy 15th birthday to my oldest baby boy. If they're real spiders, what is wrong with you? And if they're just like... Okay, I can imagine this if it's like the little small like ring spiders you get, like, okay, haha, hee hee, couple of those, that wouldn't be too bad. But if it's like full-on spiders or you're just like going out of your way to make it super creepy, then what's the point? This isn't even funny. Oh my goodness gravy, this does absolutely nothing. Why would masks like this ever even be made? It's stupid. It's not even a mask.
See you later, Vegas. On our way to Texas. Thank you for our mask, Christy.
Yeah, no, as a person who lives here in Texas, I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. If you roll up with that mask on, we don't want you here. My father, 15-year-old me wearing fishnets during my emo phase.
Dragging me home in front of my friends while telling me, "You look like a prostitute."
Yay, this is fantastic parenting. My child's trying to find and define themselves and go through different styles. Prostitute, what is wrong with you? I'm sure every parent had their phase. You know, nobody insulted them when they were rocking their 80s roller rink style and things like that, so leave the fishnets alone. My mom has freaking installed a camera in my room. She has parental controls over all the electronics. I'm 14, by the way. She has pushed the limits this time. If anyone knows something I can do about it, reply. So here's what I would do, even if I was gonna get grounded. I would take the camera and I would just flush it down the toilet, because that is just really weird. My 15-year-old son asked me why I refused to wear a mask in the shops, and I told him it was for his future. Yeah, you know, because every kid doesn't want a mom in the future. I asked him, what kind of world do you want to live in when you're my age? He answered, a free world. I replied, no mask it is then, and we both smiled. Yeah, way to indoctrinate your child. Is that the right word? How selfish do you have to be where you're just like, oh, well, I freely choose to be rebellious so I can just get everyone sick around me. Being selfish. Please inform your daughter that sending a death threat to a person is a criminal offense, and she may be hearing from the police in the coming days and weeks. Have a nice day.
Go get
Wow, what a mature and well thought out response. I can see where she gets her narcissistic personality from.
All this bitterness has got me craving something sweet. That sounded better on paper. You're gonna want to start off with copious amounts of oil, preferably vegetable. Then we're gonna turn that over to medium-ish heat, about a 4. Then we're gonna stir together brown sugar, vanilla, and a little bit of cinnamon, make it all tasty. Then we're gonna throw in tortilla into that piss-colored oil, and we're gonna stir it around, make sure it's super soaked, and screw it, we're gonna bring that up to 7. Give a tortilla to your homie slice, or don't, and watch these lads start to boil up a bit, and god damn is that big boy bursting to pop. Alright, once they're starting to look like this, we're gonna want to take our mixture and put it in a separate bowl. Make sure they've cooled off enough for you to be able to do this. Then you're gonna want to add ice cream, but it's kind of hard to do when you're one-handing a camera. So once you've already done that off screen, you're gonna want to add your other tortilla, dust that bad boy with some mixture as well, and then you're gonna want to add some chocolate chips, and voila, you've made a tortilla tower of greatness. Fine, I don't think I'm your father either, so take that, you liberal.
Really sealed the deal there. Whoa, argument defused.
MSNBC and CNN and the rest have to apologize all the time.
Okay, you'll have to take that up with my mother. I hope you being toxic and rude makes you feel better about yourself.
What about you? You're so mean to your mother, and did you know your grandmother wanted your mom do a you, but your grandfather said no, and the way you treat your mom is ridiculous. And what they teach you in college is ridiculous. Also, I'm older than you, and I've been around for a longer time, so I know what this country is and isn't, and what the truth is and isn't.
Yeah, no, you only saw it from one side, it seems. Seems like you're a very closed-minded individual. And yes, the world changes a lot. I can't tell you, most things that people know at a younger age than me. Just like I can't tell you every single thing that older people know. Every single age group has their own perspective on things and their own way that they see the world. And if you can't accept this, then yourself. Your mom is so nice. Thanks.
It was all an act. Invite all the friends over, she's super nice, and then the second they leave,
Shit's getting thrown and you get screamed at and you're like, what the hell is even going on?
we went from Route 1 to the Elite 4 in like 10 seconds.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of the video. It is fantastic for you to have stopped by. I'm getting really sleepy right now, so I just want to say thanks again for dropping by for another fun video. It was quite a treat to have you here. If you did enjoy, make sure to follow the Twitch and the Discord down below, because it'd be absolutely amazing to have you over there. Also, if you somehow made it to the end and you're still watching and haven't subscribed or dropped a like, definitely go for it, as we're coming super close to 100K. I hope you all have an amazing day, week, etc. I'm here for you, home slices. I'm rooting for you from afar, and I love you. Y'all take it easy peasy, and until next time, catch you on the flip side. I don't know. I'm just gonna say home slice. I like the phrase home slice. Keep it easy peasy, home slice.